What's going on, everybody? I just kind of want to break down my strategy and how I find levels plus use the levels um, whenever I am trading. A lot of my stuff is I was trading ICT and then pretty much was thinking that every single fair value gap, I'm sure you guys know, um, is the fair value gap to either continue off of, or every liquidity sweep is a liquidity sweep and like reversal, and when in reality it was just like a continuation. um I kind of switched over to my own little style of supply and demand and support and resistance and OTE, because OTE kind of helps me concentrate in just um a certain areas of the range. And on top of that, gives me fair value gaps, order blocks, ICT concepts in order to play off of instead of thinking that every single level is the same. I also use kind of like EMA levels. I use 13, 48, 200 for long term. I kind of focus on those on, I focus on the 13 and the 48 on the smaller time frames, kind of like 1 through 15. Then I use the 200 level for on like the 1 hour, because the 1 hour is kind of like where I find my levels, 1 hour and the 4 hour. So I'll get into how I find my levels on the 1 hour. So I know it's a lot, but if you really, here, I'll go on the four. This thing loads. Great. So for you on the 4 hour, orange is all time highs. But if you look at each level where it's at right now, especially like just for the where it's at right now, if you look, this was this swing high. This was a ceiling, flipped to support, broke down, became a ceiling, opened up high, became a floor, broke through, became a ceiling, broke through, became a floor, became a floor, became a ceiling, became a ceiling, became a ceiling. Three, four times up until this point, and every single time it's kind of fell off, right? And so, like, but that's every single level I kind of look at going forward. So that's kind of really what it is. Um, but going into yesterday, right? Kind of do pretty much. I was yesterday. I was um obviously had this big pullback, but we was just so overextended in the market. It was just pumping with no really real retrace. And one kind of going in, I was waiting because ES already made new all-time highs. I was waiting for some sort of pullback into this order block, which should be support, this order block, which should be support, and this order block, which should be support, right? And over the course of these days, these failed to become support, and it's just been ceilings. And I was like, okay, cool. It's like I'm either gonna play short off of this, where the levels like sits right in the middle of everything, or I play longs off of this, which technically, technically, yes, it was a floor, but I would not really count that. So yesterday in the morning, right, there's this demand zone right here. On top of that, layered with this floor, which you could have got a, if you just set a limit order and played this right here, you would have caught 150 points, right? That's that is just if you just set a limit there and kind of just let it play out. I kind of wanted more of a tap into the order block, but order block that had the level in it is just stacked up confluences. But this missed the order block by like 1 point, literally. But honestly, if I probably wouldn't have set my limit there, I probably would have set it in the middle of the order block. And going into Asia that day, we was just chopping around. You could have caught shorts, honestly. Could have honestly cut shorts off of here. I like to have anywhere between a 50 when using this between a 30 to 50 point stop, but I usually have like 50-point stops. Could have done that. I probably would have done that, but honestly I was more longs because I feel like that was enough to push us higher, like, if that makes sense. That and it was just super strong. We was just consolidating the whole time. So in consolidation, I was kind of waiting for a break of either level. With playing the level, right? And I seen a break of the key level right here. And once I seen the break of either side, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go down, use my OTE because we were starting to trend upwards, and we're trending upwards through the um through the level, swing low to swing high, waiting for a retrace. I kind of front ran it a little bit. I wanted to get in a little bit earlier than later, and then you could target this for 70 points, target this for 153 points, target this for 188 points. But I think I went like right here. The only reason I went right here is because this right here was a floor in this little range right here. So I just had it marked out, just kind of just wanted to target that. And I went to bed right after that. Um, News kind of pushed that up. And for people that does know about ICT concepts, there's such thing as data wicks, which is right here. Data wicks, right? So woke up in the morning, seeing that there's a data wick. We was just pushing so high. Um, Eventually lost some steam. And like knowing ICT concepts, you know that this fair value gap right here should hold to continue higher. And as an ICT concept, you know that there's IFVGs. So there's an IFVG, and this turned into a BPR gap, BPR gap, and you know in ICT there's BPR gaps that is a strong level of support. So took the fib after the IFVG, just trailing, waiting for a pullback, which also is between the 705 and the 0.79 of OTE. Took the trade, flushed right through, hit the data wick, pushed up higher. That's kind of how I use my levels. Um, yeah, so that's it.